Looks like we are back at it again with another live stream. How is everyone doing today? How are we feeling? How are we doing on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon? How are we feeling? How are we doing? Let's see who's first in the chat so far. We got a Mary Jane Pasick first. Hello, hello, hello there. Jaw, what's going on, dude? Joshua Kennedy, what's up, dude? Epic Fail 989, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Good to see you as well. Good evening. Good evening to everyone. Ryan Shaw, what's going good, man? What's happening? What's happening? Yo, what's up, man? Guys, if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on this live stream and share this around with as many people as possible. Let people know that we are going live right now, and this is their best chance to increase your odds of winning tomorrow's $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. And let us know you guys want us to continue putting out all this free, amazing content by making sure you leave a thumbs up on this live stream. Let us know you guys want us to continue doing all this good stuff, right? Right now we're sitting at 4 likes. I know we can do more. I know we can do more. We're sitting over 20. I know we can do more. Who else we got joining in right now? Seb Rules, what's up, man? What's up? I want gun, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying. We got guns. We got guns. You got money? We got guns, man. DJ, what's up, dog? What's up, man? Elijah Ferguson, salutations. Hello there. Chef Panicog, of course, good to see you, my dog. Isaiah Bowen. Hey, what's up, man? Making a video? Nice, nice. Alex Wise Guy, what's good? What's happening, dude? DJ, what's up, brother? What's up, man? How you doing, man? How is everyone's day going so far? Hopefully, everyone's day is going nice and smoothly. No issues, no complications. And if there are, welcome to this stream. Time to unwind, listen back, and hang out with the rest of the Airsoft community. Hang out with the rest of the Airsoft community. We got a good old stream planned for you today, right? Again, this is a noob-friendly live stream. So if any of you guys are newer players, and if you guys are just starting off, or maybe you guys are, returning into the Airsoft scene after being gone for X amount of years, and you want to, get back on into it, take the deep dive, if you will. This is definitely the live stream where you want to be, right? To ask your Airsoft-related questions, hang out with the community, and, of course, increase your odds of winning our shopping spree giveaway. And if you guys might be wondering what exactly our shopping spree giveaway is, it is a weekly raffle in which we give away a shopping spree, right? Right now, the prize pot is at literally $1,000, and it can go to anyone as long as you place a $20 or greater order. I'll go ahead and leave the link to the rules in the live chat for everyone to take advantage of and for you guys to read up for yourselves, right? It's very, very simple. And it's going down tomorrow. It happens every single Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time is the deadline to be entered into the giveaway itself. So get your orders in now while you guys can, which honestly should be very easy to do so considering all the discounted items we have available right now on the website. We're talking 10% off parts, 10% off BBs, batteries, etc. Your essentials. 10% off popular Airsoft guns, 15% off classic Army guns, 20% off Lancer Tactical Pro Line series, up to 20% off the Baba Yaga series, 10% off the MGC4 series, and 10% off certain magazines as well. It's a pretty damn good collective of discounts which you guys can take advantage of. Again, there are plenty of discounted items available on the website right now, right for the taking. And if you guys didn't notice, we also have promotions going on right next to me right now. Right, this way? Yeah, this way. All right, for you guys, it's going to be on the left-hand corner. It's going to be every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the shopping spree. If we spend $50, you get 5, get up to $100. That's going to be 10, 50, 150, that's going to be 15, and so on. And so for you guys get the idea, think multiples of 50, you're getting 5 per, right? So don't miss out. But right now, you might have noticed, right, especially if you guys were on the new products page right here, we have a brand new mystery box that is available. This one looks kind of intriguing. This is the 2024 Boneyard Mystery Box, right, with 1 guaranteed AEG. You are guaranteed 1 AEG in here. Right now, the condition can vary from box to box, but for $50, if you guys were looking for an easy and cheap way to get yourself a Airsoft gun, right, get yourself an AEG as a project build, maybe you were on a real tight budget. Hey, you never know. I'm just saying it helps to go ahead and get one for yourself. Again, you're not gonna want to miss out on this. You're not gonna want to miss out on this. And best of all, you get 10 entries in the shopping spree giveaway when you order yourself this Boneyard Mystery Box. It has to be the 2024 Boneyard Mystery Box. It's labeled as such. I'll go ahead and link that into the live chat as well. Put that there for all y'all guys to take a look at for yourselves. There you go. Right, take a look at that all for yourselves. Again, there's plenty of opportunities for you guys to maximize your potential of winning. Like I said, even the Mayo Gang MDC4s are all discounted, even the new BCM version too, which is pretty damn crazy. But again, guys, this is going to be a Q&A live stream. So if any of y'all have any airsoft related questions, you wanted to go ahead and just maybe get some product recommendations or my opinions on certain particular items that we carry on the site, by all means, feel free to go ahead and ask away into the live chat. The only thing I'm going to ask is that you guys put the letter Q right in front of your question. Is going to make it a hell of a lot easier for me to spot and identify. You know, it's going to make it a lot easier for me to see. And you guys are welcome to ask your question more than once if I haven't already answered it. However, just anything more than twice is going to be considered spam. You're going to be put on timeout. We don't want to do that. It's just considered spam. We have to do it. So just keep that in mind. Combat Videos, what's up? Hey, what's happening? How you doing? Zach is the GOAT. What are you going to do if I broke in your house and fried this teriyaki chicken? Oh, man, that video. Yeah, that video is, like, got so many freaking views, dude. Yeah, I don't know. It just came out at the right time, you know, and it's still even quoted even to this day, which is pretty freaking crazy. It's very cool to see. It's very cool to see that is something that is still, people still look fondly at. All right, keeps going through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Thanks, I did my order to count as entries. Hopefully, my order I did over the weekend counts as entries. Epic fail 989. Yes. So the way it typically works is every order placed from like the previous Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, till the very next Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, are going to be counted for that particular shopping spree giveaway. So last week on Thursday, 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, if you place an order after that specific time frame, yes. Those orders, if you place multiple, are going to be entered in the shopping spree giveaway. Now, every order, even if it's over $20, will only count as one entry. However, if you place the orders during these live streams, which is why I'm always saying, if you guys are following us on social media and our Discord server, it's always imperative that you guys are keeping up with all the live streams that we do, especially if you want to maximize your potential of winning the giveaway. Because again, you can qualify for multiple chances when you place your order during these time frames. Let's see here. Make sure I'm missing anything. Keep scrolling through. Make sure I'm missing anything. Okay, what's up, man? What's up? Is there a good Discord link? And so, if any one of the mods can go ahead and give a link to the Discord server, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Make sure to go ahead and put that down into the live chat so people can know where to join us as well. This one comes from Fish McKing. Is it worth traveling far distances for a cool airsoft match, milsim, whatever? That is actually a fantastic question, Fish McKing, because that actually kind of plays into a blog that I had actually written not too long ago. If you guys are actually curious, you guys want to get some like more written sort of like, I don't want to say testimonies, but some written stuff in terms of like, you know, covering various topics on, you know, in airsoft in general, I'm going to highly recommend that you actually check out a lot of the blogs that we actually do. How do you access that? You literally scroll down to the bottom of the page on this is literally the front page, right? Airsoft information. Right, there are plenty of different like sort of essays that you guys can go ahead and read for yourself. If you want to go ahead and get those, you know, just get some reading time. We know why not? Why not? One of the ones that I'm gonna recommend. Let's see. Let's go and refresh this because there was one that I actually did recently, and it was how to keep airsoft interesting. Right, how to keep airsoft interesting for you, because I know that there are a lot of people that do find themselves maybe kind of bored with the same old, and there's actually a lot of ways that you can remedy that. There are a lot of ways you can remedy that, and your question actually plays right into that. It's going to airsoft events is actually one great way to, you know, keep airsoft interesting. Now, as far as whether it's worth it to drive out, I would say so. I would 100% say so that it is indeed worth it traveling out longer distances to go out and play larger events, milsim events. I would say so. Even just traveling, just to play at other fields in general, I would say is honestly worth it because, again, it's going to keep everything interesting, right? I'm going to link this blog into the live chat as well for you guys to go and just read up on yourself if you guys want that. But again, this is going to be turned into a video. We literally started filming already on this, and it's going to be pretty interesting. Boaz and I are both co-hosting this video, and I'm very proud with how it's coming out so far. I am very proud with how it is turning out thus far. But yeah, I would say, obviously, you know, it depends on your means. If you have the ability to, I would say it is worth it, man. Because again, going to a lot of these like events, you're gonna make a lot of memories that you wouldn't be able to make otherwise if this event wasn't a thing. You know, like I've been able to make whole friendships, literally just by traveling out to different fields and going out to different milsim events. Like it's 100% worth it, even if there is a bit of traveling that is required. Now, granted, again, if you don't have the means, you know, don't feel bad. You know, maybe next time there's always going to be more airsoft events which you can go to. So There it is. All right, keep scrolling through. Mileage may vary. Yeah, no, it's true. Chef Panikage. Yeah, it typically depends. I know Chef Panikage actually has been one of the guys that literally came up with us. Like he came far. Like he went far with him and Trinity as well. They traveled far, man, and they did caravan with us too. They ended up staying at the same. I believe we all ended up staying at the exact same hotel. It was pretty damn funny. Like, right, we just did a whole, essentially like a road trip. It was pretty cool. It was a really cool. Yeah, 15 hours for a 1-day event. Honestly, though, Chef, I think it's safe to say it was worth it. Though, I think it's safe to say it was indeed worth it. All right, guys, remember, make sure to place your orders during this live stream as well. Again, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries, and you get 10 entries when you order this Boneyard Mystery Box. Remember, you're guaranteed 1 AEG. You know, the condition and quality might vary, but I'm just saying, you're going to want to get one. You're going to want to get one, especially because you'll get 10 chances of winning tomorrow's $1,000 giveaway. All right, keep scrolling through. Thank you, DJ, for putting the Discord chat. Let's see, worth it? Yes, absolutely it is. Absolutely it is. Warhead brushless black motor, got 11.1. I just absolutely destroyed my gears. What would you recommend my options are in order to even use this motor properly? Ooh, Warhead brushless black motor. Actually, why not? Hey, Brendan. So, I got a question for you. What would you say is the ideal setup for a brushless motor, right? Specifically, this guy is walking with a Warhead brushless motor. Not a big fan of the motors. That's fair. I mean, again, it's gonna depend on like who you're asking, but this is actually not the first time that I have heard it that the Warhead motors aren't exactly everyone's favorite. Now, granted, he's saying that it actually had stripped his gears in the process of using it. What would you say is like the ideal setup for running a motor? Maybe not even if he wants to swap out the Warhead for a different brushless motor. What would you suggest is going to be the ideal setup for something like that can actually withstand it?
Most gears, if they're steel, should withstand the motor. A lot of people that are stripping either their bevel or their spur or the pinion gear on the motor itself, it's due to poor shimming. Or on the Warhead case, Warhead sells a really shitty pinion. The pinions tend to blow up. So I would actually recommend you get like either the Action Army, the ASG, even the SHS Lancers, Rocket. All those pinions are a lot stronger. So depending on what gear you strip, just replace it with either one of those. If you need a whole gear train, can't really go wrong with the SHS style of steel ones or the Lancer one, which is just SHS at the end of the day.
There you go. Thank you so much. There you go. Yeah, this is why I typically try to stay away from brushless, because at least I feel like, for most people's needs, you don't really need to go that far, if I'm being honest. Like, most players won't need to. Granted, if you're really trying to go to the bleeding edge of what is capable, then I guess sure, but I've just never really found the need for it as well, honestly.
I just recommend every other brushless brand out there besides Warhead.
There you go. Actually, have you had a lot of experience with the Solink ones? I know we've had those for a while. We've put a lot of trigger time on those.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like those?
Yeah. So Solink actually has one that we don't carry because it was like a limited time run. Mm-hmm. I managed to find it, but it was a Solink in collaboration with T238, and it's a 55K motor that cranks up to 57 RPMs. So there's a dial, and you can change it down as low as like 45, all up to like a 57. And that one I've blown up gears.
Oof. I mean, I feel like that was inevitable with that kind of setup.
Yeah, well, that one's going to blow up gears.
Yeah, that one's designed literally to do that. Jaw, do you have any good optic risers? Yes, Jaw, we do indeed have plenty of risers available. It depends on what style you like, honestly, and what sort of optic you were trying to pair it with as well. But if you just look up riser on the site, there are several of these. Atlas Custom Works is coming out with bangers, man. Atlas Custom Works is doing a fantastic job. But again, it just depends on what sort of style of a riser you were looking at, and even what type of optic. Because again, if you were rocking, say, like an MRO, there is an actual MRO mount for it that works very, very well. Again, we've tested all these mounts, and they work sick. I freaking love these. Right, there are a ton of different optic risers available. It just depends on what sort of length you were looking, height, I should say. Yeah, what height you were actually looking for, and what optic you were going to be pairing it with. But there's options. Fish McKing, how should I portion my $200 budget on guns and equipment, and what stuffs would you recommend? $200 budget on guns and equipment. I would say with a $200 like hard budget, it is going to be a little tough to find everything that you need, because the biggest, most important things in terms of equipment are going to be obviously just airsoft gun, right? the gun itself. You would also need to get yourself a battery and charger if the gun does not come included with one, and then also a face mask, some type of face protection. With that, that is going to be your best, like I guess your core items that you need in order for you to actually play, right? I would say BBs too. Yeah, you can squeeze those in as well. There are some airsoft guns, like the standard Gen 2 Lancers. Those will come included with a battery and charger. Again, not the best battery and charger in the world, but it's enough to at least get you started. More than anything, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's kind of tough, man. I guess kind of tough. It just depends on what sort of airsoft guns you were looking for and what you expected from it too. Again, there are plenty of airsoft guns that are actually going for pretty cheap right now. If you look up Core, for example, right? If you look up just Core series from Specna Arms or from Lancer, again, same OEM, you will actually find that there's quite a few options available that are going for pretty cheap, honestly. I think like if you were really trying to go with like a $200 budget to keep it under that, I would say go for something like this. Oh yeah, this is definitely going to be one that I would suggest, right? Go for something like this, right? This is going to be like normally 143. It's discounted to 128. That's actually insane, right? This is not going to come included with battery and charger. The Core series does not come included with it. But what you can do is you can get yourself a good quality battery and charger. Add that onto that as well. Remember, a lot of the essentials are going to be discounted right now. You can add that onto that, and again, some BBs or a face mask, and you might be able to get in that $200 price budget, maybe a little bit over if you add that face mask, but again, without any sort of eye protection or face pro, a lot of fields won't even allow you to play. So really depends on what you're trying to do specifically. All right. Let's keep going through. And again, 128 right now, that's a fucking steal, dude. That's 10 entries into the shopping queue. That's 10 chances of winning $1,000. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing that out there. I'll see that we're only at 13 likes. Guys, make sure to go ahead and leave a like on this live stream. Lets us know that you guys want us to continue putting out all this free, amazing content out there for you. All right, keeps going through. Let's go through. There we go. Let's see if it answered that one as well. Where did you get the anti-take line from? Oh, Trace Hillman. that short that we did when we put the mine down. I'll be honest. I think that one belonged to our old head tech. I think he just had that one lying around somewhere. I don't know how he acquired it, but he left it here for me to use as a prop, and I've been very appreciative of that. It is a very cool looking prop. It doesn't actually function. That would be terrifying if it did. But yeah, no, we used it for that short. It was funny. It was really, really funny. But yeah, I completely forgot about it before that stream as well, or before that short that we filmed. I had completely forgotten that he had that, and then our current techs had actually found it, or messing around with it, and I was like, that would be perfect for a short. We need to use it. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure, do you have any, answered that one as well? Do you have any good optic risers? I actually answered that one as well. All right, cool. Do you sell, Alex Wise Guy, do you sell Speed QB guns? I'm not sure what you mean by, if you mean guns that are like tailor-made for playing like an indoor and a CQB environment. Yeah, we do carry guns that are going to be more catering towards the sort of CQB style of play. Obviously, anything like SBR or shorter, smaller is definitely going to be a very good option. If you were looking for like pre-built HPA guns, we do carry a few of them, not a ton. Wolverine MTW series is probably going to be your best bet. Alex Wise Guy, again, it just depends on what you mean specifically by Speed QB guns. You know what I mean? Really depends on what you mean specifically by that. I want to give a shout out to Martin. He just got himself 20 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Guys, 20 chances. Martin got himself 20 chances of winning $1,000. Again, all you guys got to do is place your orders right now at Airsoft GI. Remember, all it takes is one $20 greater order, and you're in. But every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries. And Martin just got himself 20. I'm just saying, right? You guys want to make sure that you maximize your potential of winning. There we go. Right, absolutely. All right, keep scrolling through. Make sure you're not missing any more questions. And yeah, it's actually funny that you actually asked, like, is it worth going to the events like that? Because again, that I actually was much proud of that blog that I had written. Because yeah, I do think that is actually something that I do notice a lot, is that within the span of like 2 years, players are going to lose a little bit of interest when it comes to just any hobby, not just airsoft. This goes for pretty much any hobby. If you are like consistently doing it for 2 years, because in that 2-year time frame is when you're going to spend typically the most amount of money, because you know everything's new, right? You're trying to experiment with everything. right? Trying to get your whole setup. You're still like looking into it, and that's when you're the most active in it, right? And thankfully, a lot of the guys in our community have been active for way longer than that and are going to continue being active in it, which is really cool to see. But I do notice that the average Joe Schmo, will lose interest typically in about 2 years, and that's just a lot of humans. Unfortunately, that goes for every hobby. There's guys that feel the same way about skating. There's a lot of guys that seem the same way about photography as well, with exceptions, of course, here and there. But in order to avoid, burnout or people from like losing interest in the industry or the hobby itself, one of the things that we always recommend people do is trying out and just changing the way you play. That's the core thing, is just changing the way you play. And that can come down to a number of things, whether that be changing the airsoft platform that you are running with currently, changing the play style itself, or of course just as simple as changing your scenery. Literally going from one field to another can make a world of difference in terms of how you view airsoft. It can get real boring and monotonous if you're going to the same field over and over again, or if you're just playing with the same guns over and over and over again. And get real exhausting. Get real exhausting. I know for a fact, because for a while that actually was me when I was like first playing for Airsoft. Again, part of that like 2-year timeline, right? After like the second year, I started getting a little, I was like, it's getting kind of boring. I still enjoy it, but I was like, man, it's getting kind of boring. I think I want to try other plays. It took me a long time to even want to go to a different field, but when I did, I was like, oh yeah, no, 100%, this changes things. It's not my favorite, but it definitely added a little bit more spice in my day. You know what I mean? And then it just got even better when I just started running with a bunch of different types of guns, right? Going with a bunch of different platforms is definitely going to be, like, I think the ultimate thing, right? Because I know a lot of players don't like to make the investments in other platforms. They're like, no, I want to stick with this. And I get it. And I totally get it. But even with that said, I would say that, again, if you are wanting to avoid the feeling of burnout or same old, just monotonousness in terms of, like, your airsofting experience, then I would say, yeah, maybe try to change things up a little bit, just change things up a little bit. If you're used to running a standard, like, carbine length gun, maybe then go with an SBR or even, like, a real shorty like a PDW. Or maybe just, again, ditch the old M4. I know for a fact that everyone is going to want to use it, but hey, that's what ultimately leads to a lot of people being bored. I guarantee everyone that feels like kind of tired of airsoft mostly ran an AR. I can almost guarantee that. Like, vast majority of players felt that way, right? Both Boaz and I are in agreement of that, right? So again, maybe changing it up is probably the secret, honestly, to keeping you a little more happy in the industry or happy in the sport. Mike, can you put a tactical laser attachment on it? Depends on what model you're talking about, but typically, yeah, there are ways to mount accessories onto various platforms, so long as there's like rail systems of some kind, or maybe there are actually some barrel-mounted lasers too that we carried from way back in the day. All right, keeps going through. Answered that one as well. Appreciate the help. No worries, Epic Fail. Always happy to help, man. Let's see. It's that one as well. Let's scroll the most recent comments and question. Oh, God. There's a lot more. Would you recommend a high-quality airsoft pistol over a $150 rifle? Fishmaking. Ooh. It's a good one. I think it's really a case-by-case thing then at that point, Fish McKing, whether what gun exactly is it? There are some $150 guns that I think are kind of hidden gems, honestly. Will I say that they're the best? No, but they are pretty good. Now, if this is going to be your first airsoft gun, I would say, yeah, maybe I might recommend it over a pistol. But for the most part, at $150, you have a pretty good amount of options, man, in terms of gas-back pistols that you can go with. A lot of different choices. Because $150 and under, there are some good options there. Obviously, the more expensive you go, the more options are going to open up for you. But at $150, yeah, there's solid picks, man. There's solid picks. I think if you already have a rifle, if you already have a primary, then I would say yes, then invest into a secondary, right? Use that $150 for a pistol. But otherwise, I would say maybe save up a little bit more on that budget, so that way you can have even more options for a rifle, especially if it's your first one. You want to be able to have a good a selection available to you when you pick your first gun. All right, keeps going through. So I saw a new gear set for S25 with the correct tab play. Can't place. Answer that one. Let's go with that one. Again, can you attach tactical laser, Mike? Again, depends on the model, but yes, should. Vested mystery boxes for random ideas. Help me decide. Yeah, that's 100% true. Mystery boxes are always a great way to go ahead and get something real cool. That again, for random, you don't know what it is that you can get, especially if it's a YouTube unboxing style mystery box. If you guys don't know what those are, YouTube unboxing. YouTube unboxing mystery boxes are several different mystery boxes that we have available right now on the website. It's going to be the premium, the classic, and the bigger wins. Right, all these are going to be phenomenal picks. My personal favorite would probably have to be the premium bigger wins YouTube unboxing mystery box. Retails for $289.99, and you are guaranteed minimum value of $310 or higher. Right, very freaking good, right? What you're getting in the box is going to be a minimum of $310 or higher. So if you wanted to get something, kind of nice, I would say this is definitely going to be the mystery box to get. Put your what you were hoping to get, though, into the notes comment section when you place your order for this. We've been seeing a lot of people have been placing their orders for these, but not putting any recommendations or not putting any requests in there. So make sure that you guys are doing that. That's how we know what you guys want. Maybe it's not a guarantee. Nothing's a guarantee. However, it definitely gives us a little bit of an idea. It gives us some inspiration as to what we can hook you guys up with. So I would say do that, especially right now, because that'll be getting you 25 entries into the shopping spree giveaway. Oh, want to give a shout out. Looks like Mark got himself 10 chances of winning the shopping spree giveaway. And look, Mark, my man, Mark.
People out here getting opportunities I will never get a chance at taking myself.
I just wanted to give a shout out to Mark because he ordered himself this bad boy. It's a 2024 Boneyard Mystery Box when you're guaranteed one AG.
That's a good one, yeah, where you get the one complete AG.
It could be complete. It could not be complete. Again, it's going to vary from box to box, but you are guaranteed one. And I'm just saying, as a little hint to everyone, you're going to want to get it. You are going to want to get this deal. $50, easy. And right now, it actually gets you 10 entries, but only if you place during the duration of the stream.
There's a lot of really good stories about these mystery boxes, the Boneyard mystery boxes, where, yeah, like you'll just get a gun that's just been like returned to one of our distributors, and they're like, hey, like I don't want this gun anymore. Like best case scenario, like they will run. Best case scenario, they will run, but a lot of times what happens is like there's like one simple issue with the gun, so you just get it fixed for really cheap, and then hey, like you get a fully functioning AEG for like really cheap.
You never know what you get, but honestly, the biggest thing is that again, a guaranteed AEG. That's an easy way to go ahead and pick up a project gun right then and there.
Yeah, and really good for techs too. Like you're gonna get a lot of spare parts. Get a lot more like receivers, rail systems, barrels. Yeah, a lot of goodies. Yeah, actually, even for me, like I'm not super tech savvy, but like I've bought some in the past so I can get parts.
No, 100%. All right, so Bowas is going to be joining me answering some more questions right now. Epic Fail is asking, I'm curious on what's getting tested in the background.
It's right now one of our techs is working on a customer's gun. So it was for a custom upgrade job. Yeah, so he's working out the kinks on that right now.
Fish McKing, he's actually been he's a newer viewer as well, it seems like. Are there any brands that I should steer away from? I know you probably aren't allowed to dish any of your product, but I am curious. So we don't really have any. We have a collaborative project, obviously MGC4s, that we work in collaboration with Lancer Tactical, but I mean, we still allowed to, have voice our own opinions on what we think or things that could be better, because not any brand is perfect. There's always going to be things that can be better.
Yeah, I don't think there's necessarily any brand itself that's necessarily bad, in my personal opinion.
Maybe APS.
Yeah.
They don't exist anymore.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, I mean, for a reason. Yeah, like APS, they didn't have a very good track record. And I'd also even say like Ares. Like Ares has like... They tend to focus more on like bringing cool looking airsoft guns, which, don't get me wrong, like it's
cool.
It's cool, but if you like want a more competitive airsoft gun, it's probably not the brand for you. But other than that, like most brands we carry on Airsoft GI, like these are all products that we believe in.
Yeah, it typically depends also on what it is that you're hoping to do with the airsoft gun too, what your intentions are and your expectations of the model, right? If you're going for a very it's very obvious that this is a very proprietary system, right? And you're going in there with the expectation that this is going to be a tech project, then you're kind of setting yourself up for failure.
I mean that and I think one of the biggest misconceptions when it comes to people like association with like brands is like, for example, like on the internet, there's a lot of people I know that like hate Lancer Tactical. They're like, oh, they're terrible job. But if you look at it, it's like, well, what exactly are they hating on? Well, they're hating on like a beginner package, with like entry level AEG for like less than $200, comes with a battery and charger and good BBs you can use, and they're comparing it to a more expensive gun, like a $250 airsoft gun. So, oh, get this brand instead for $250. Say okay, but now you need to buy a battery, now you need to buy a charger, and then you need to buy BBs. Like you can't just pick up and go play. So like they're kind of comparing apples to oranges. So I think a lot of people that hate different brands, I notice that they tend to do that a lot.
Yeah. It really all depends on what it is that, like, what it's intended to do. So Must say, Cutter Airsoft. My advice to any new player that wants to dive in headfirst is to save at least $400 to $500 for not only gun but extra mags, BBs, a couple batteries, and a good charger, good eye/face protection. I would say so.
Yeah, actually, that's a very good piece of advice, Cutter. Actually, we are currently working on a video about like how much money does it actually take in 2024 to get into airsoft, because a lot of times I think a lot of newer players and people in general, like, we just look at the gun, because obviously the airsoft gun is like the most expensive part, but that's not the only thing you need, right, to go and play. Like, I can't just buy an airsoft gun, an airsoft GI, and then just straight up just walk into an airsoft field and play. You know, they'll be like, hey, like, where's your eye protection? Where are your BBs? You know, like, do you have a battery? Stuff like that. You know. So yeah.
I would say if I had to really price it out, I genuinely think, in my opinion, that you can get like a pretty good setup for everything that you just need. You know, just the bare bones essentials, just what you need to actually play airsoft on a field. You could probably do it for like around $280. I'm gonna say, if I think about it, you could probably do it for around $280. Granted, you know, will the guns be a little limited? You won't have the nicest things out there on the market, but it will definitely be enough to get you started out and playing. At least that's my personal opinion. If you had to like just kind of guess.
I mean, I would agree with Cutter, man.
You think so? 400?
Yeah, because yes, like, you can start playing at that price range, but like, what is going to be your level of enjoyment? So, like, if you buy an airsoft gun that normally that like maybe you would rent at an airsoft field, you know, and that's your first like big experience playing airsoft, like, how much are you gonna enjoy that? You know, like, a rental package is perfect for someone who's like, oh, me and all my friends, we're gonna try airsoft for the first time.
For the very first time.
That, I think that's really great, but like, to own, you know, like, I think that you're not really gonna give yourself that good of a head start. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah, so I think around like your whole loadout, if you spend about $400-ish, you'll definitely get more enjoyment out of it. First of all, you'll get a cooler airsoft gun that shoots better. You know, like, you'll get a battery that you can keep for a very long time, and then hey, you might even be able to get like extra magazines, because you get to experience like reloading on the airsoft field. Super fun to do, and maybe you'll even get yourself like a piece of kit, like a chest rig or like a budget plate carrier, you know, so that way like you'll feel cool while you're out there.
Which arguably is just as important as playing good.
Yeah.
Zubanel is asking, do you have a mask for a small child? What's up, Zubanel? Like 6-7 month. Oh God, like 6-7 month or 6-7 age, I think, years to plink in our garage. Real small masks are actually kind of hard to find, if I'm not mistaken.
That is pretty tough.
A lot of the masks that we sell in face protection are typically designed for, like, you know, one size fits all type deal. So you might have to just really, really tighten down the straps for either a face mask or goggles at that point.
If you're looking at like plinking, saying like, if you mean by plinking as in like
shooting cans in the back,
you're shooting cans or like a paper target, my personal opinion, like, safety glasses should be like more than enough, you know, because like, you'll hopefully be shooting at distances where you don't have to worry too much about like high impact ricochets, you know. But a full face mask, that's a little
It's a little tough for like a really small child. Although
let's
although I think for 6-7 years old, your head should be, for the most part, should be compatible with, or size wise, it should fit with like small with most masks.
We don't. Yeah, I mean, it might be like oversized, but maybe just getting some kind of paintball mask.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest.
Yeah, like airsoft paintball style mask, like on our website. You could probably get it for like $20. I've seen it as low as $20 on our site. That should like more than enough like protect their face.
100%. Pronto Customs. What's up, man? Is a KJW 30-round gas magazine compatible with the ACW gas rifle?
He did put the product number.
Thank you so much. That makes it a lot easier. I'll just say that.
Let's just type it. Yeah, what, 90
or 09264. 264. Thank you for putting the SKU in. That makes it a hell of a lot easier.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
It's the same OEM.
Yeah. The Atlas Custom Works. Yeah. That 1022 like gas sniper rifle. Yeah, it's exactly the KJ. It's using the KJW system. So, yeah, perfectly compatible.
Let's see here. Fish Stickum. All right, this is interesting. He says, on the topic of cost of entry, I dropped $800 for everything, not just the pew, but all the gear, consumables, accessories. But I picked up a brand new Crytek Trident Mark II when getting back in. Interesting. Okay, so when he got back in, he went definitely for one of the more expensive options. So that kind of makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
Ooh, Napalm is asking, AEG or GB for first-time airsofters? AEG.
100%. Yeah, like, if you're very, very patient, if you're a very patient person,
And you got money.
then sure, go gas blowback. Just know that, like, there is a learning curve on how to, like, use it effectively, you know? AG is just nice and simple. You don't have to worry too much about the gun. You just plug in a battery and you go play. Yeah. Scholastic Tactical says, I have a lot of real guns, but I wanted to get an AK-5C for a first gun. But is it upgradable? AK-5C. It's like that weird green one.
Isn't that the FNC, like the modern looking FNC?
Yeah,
Yes.
This looking thing.
Yes, it is.
What? It's sold out?
It's
People
sold out.
bought it?
Yeah,
People
dude.
buy
It
these
was
things?
cool. Griff has one, remember?
I know he has one, but like
Yeah, no, these are upgradable. These are using a if I'm not version 2, if I'm not mistaken.
gearbox? Yeah. Might be a version 2 gearbox. Yeah, so you might have some.
Oh, yeah, I built this.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so you might have some parts that are upgradable. Is it fully version 2? Okay.
There
so
you
Pop-
go.
Pop-up version 2.
I wouldn't change it to G&G.
Okay, oh that's true.
The G&G, yeah.
Yeah. But if anything, you can always work out. If you're looking at this specific model, you can always ask G&G directly if it's this specific model you're looking at. They'll be able to help you out. But from what consensus is, they are upgradable.
Acrobatics. As someone who started Airsoft in August last year, I spent $250 and got everything I needed to hit the field. Yeah. So again, it depends on the. I think the one of the biggest factors is again what gun are you going to be starting off with, because that can really change the outcome on like how much you actually spent. But I think so. I think for around $250 you can definitely do it. But you are right. What level of fun or quality of fun are you having?
So like when I got started in Airsoft, I think that's pretty much how much I spent on my total setup.
Yeah.
I bought my G&G combat machine for like under $150 because I was on sale during that time. Bought a paintball mask for like $30. Bought like a surplus like BDU woodland top for like $10. What else? Like a couple magazine or a few like these are old mag brand
Yes, I know exactly.
mid caps, for
Ooh.
like $9 a piece. Bought a bag of really crappy BBs. I should have gotten better BBs, but I bought some crappy BBs at Walmart for $20. Then what else? Like $40 for a battery and charger. So I think all in all totaled to about like probably around that $250 mark. But for me, I knew for a fact going in, I wanted to play Airsoft for the rest of my life. I was like, this is such a sick and such a cool hobby. Like I'm going to play this hobby for as long as I can. So knowing that, like I kind of put up with the lower quality of life, not being able to like aim down my sights, like dealing with the crappy bees, and getting, dunked on by more experienced players. Like, I mean, for me, that was fine.
Yeah.
Cause I was like, cause I looked at them, I was like, I'm going to be like them one day,
All right, let's see. This keeps
We're
going.
skipping all these questions.
Oh,
bro.
no, there was a lot of comments. Also, just wanted to let you guys know, reminder that, again, the stream is going to be ending. We are more than halfway done. Remember, every $50 you spend gets you 5 entries into the Shopping Spree giveaway. And if you order yourself I completely missed out on it, the 2024 Boneyard Mystery Box, you'll be getting 10 entries into tomorrow's giveaway. All right, let's see here. Keeps going up. Army Newbs is a good place to look for loaded clothes. Yeah, if you're just looking for some basic clothes, some BDUs, that's not bad.
Ghost Tactical Joe.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
I have bought myself a high cap of 4.3 gold and black
Very nice.
for 160 pounds. Is that pounds?
Oh, yeah, that's pound sterling. Yeah.
Have I chosen a good pistol, and was it worth the money? And can it be upgraded to HPA? Well, to answer that part, yes, it can be upgraded to HPA. Most high kappas is it's following the regular TM spec system. Yeah.
You just have to change the gas input valve on your magazine to fit an HPA hose.
It's an HPA adapter.
Yeah,
that are just
HPA adapter. Yeah, and then hey brother, like I don't know what brand of pistol you bought, so not sure how upgradable it is. But if your brand is Tokyo Marui compatible, then your high kappa should be upgradable to the moon and back.
No, 100%. I agree with the majority to have at least $500 budget to start for an AG bundle, plus minimal gear, and base pro, especially plus potential fees for the field or extra. Okay, yeah, something I didn't even think about. Fees for
to play, admission, to play. That's true.
Alex Wise, I upgraded my Lance Tactical Gen 2, new motor, spring barrel, lipo battery worth upgrading my beginner gun. Yeah, no, 100%. I do think that is something too that I think there's a big misconception on. A lot of players will go in with the idea that they'll start off with one gun, and when they get more invested into it, they need to buy a whole new gun,
No.
even if it's the same platform. And to that, I say no. You can. It's cool if you want to. But I've upgraded the absolute snot out of my very first M4 from many, many moons ago. It still runs, and I still bring it out to Milsim West events every once in a while.
I miss my original combat machine. It's been so long. Yeah, but even for me, right? My combat machine, like I said, I bought it for less than $150 because it was on sale at Airsoft GI. I went in with I went in with my dad, I think, at the time, and I was just blown away. Whoa. But anyway, but I bought my combat machine. Then the very first upgrade I did, barrel and bucking. Back then when Airsoft GI made their own, or they had their own brand of precision inner barrels, I bought a longer one, and then I had our old head tech when we were in high school together before we started working here. I had him make me a mock suppressor out of PVC because I was too broke. I was too broke to buy one. And then I ran a longer inner barrel, and then I believe I put on like a Mad Bull blue bucking, which was pretty good. Then I did an M135 spring, then had him reshim and correct angle of engagement on my gears, then put an SHS motor, and then I did a Mad Bull Ultimate rotary hop-up unit. What else did I do to it?
All these old names, man.
Yeah. Old stuff. Yeah. And then I think I put in SHS gears. I think I put in a better piston and a nozzle. And then what else did I do? And then I think eventually he R-hopped it. Yeah. He learned how to R-hop, so he R-hopped it. And then I got rid of it. I traded it for a VFC Scar L. I know, I regret it. But hey, it started out as a regular M4. I got rid of the rail system that it came with, and I put on a longer metal rail system. I flirted in between. With the full M16 stock and the retractable crane stock that it came with. What else did I do? Yeah, and then put on a scope, put on a flashlight, bipod. Yeah,
the works to it.
Yeah. And then it's gone.
And now it's gone. Yeah. Good shout out to Joshua. He got himself 15 entries into tomorrow's shopping spree. Again, guys, $1,000 are on the line for tomorrow. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So get your orders in now while you can. You're not going to win unless you play.
Some of these new products that are coming in?
Dude, the new products are going crazy right now.
Yeah.
Look, take a listen. By the way, Gen 2 Pro lines, I'll link these as well. These are all discounted. Full metal receivers, pre-installed ETU, 603 type for inner barrel, quick change spring system. It's got the works.
I didn't like the Pro lines when they first came out.
I was hesitant of anything.
I really didn't like him, but they did something to him.
The ETU originally, when they first came out, I wasn't a big fan of it at first, but they, after making sure that they're listening to all the suggestions that are being told and the feedback from customers, they've improved their design, and the ETUs are solid now. They're not the fanciest thing in the world, but they definitely get the job done.
I started shooting them again, and I'm like, wow, these are actually surprisingly good.
These are good, right? All right, let's go ahead and keep with them. Yes, new products. Go onto the new products page on the website right here, and you will find a cornucopia, if you will,
correct,
of new stuff.
Wow, look at these familiar looking double back panels.
I feel like I've seen these before.
Yeah. Look at these backpacks that fold flat and attach to certain chest rigs.
Look at all these cool chest rigs. These themselves look pretty familiar.
Yeah, they do look pretty familiar as well. Look at all these really cool, newer play carriers. One thing I think that I'm really excited to see, I want to see this, man, because I want to get my hands on this because this has existed in the past and it was really cheap and it looked really dumb and cheap back in the day when these first came out. But I think this is an upgraded version. So I believe these should come with the plate.
Yeah, that with the check see as well.
These should come with the plate. Yeah, so
if they don't, I'm gonna be very upsetty spaghetti.
Because this is actually a very expensive airsoft plate carrier. So you get, I believe these are scuba buckles. So these are really nice metal buckles that you could clip in and out of. So you can put on, take off your plate carrier really fast. You get the padded shoulder pads, and then I love this thinner laser cut cummerbund. I think it looks absolutely killer. And then on here on the frame, this little thermoplastic frame here, this is how you use your molly. Mm-hmm. So you weave in and out your pouches, whatever you want, and then the kicker this is why I'm saying it's upgraded. This has a whole, if you look closely at this has a whole internal harness system. So This will distribute any kind of like weight that you're adding to your plate carrier like more evenly, so you stay more comfortable. It's a nice rigid platform, and you have these like foam pads inside to like, give you a little bit more breathing room in between you and your plate carrier. So I'm very curious as to how this will perform. Like I want to see one in person so bad.
I do too. We're probably gonna. Some of the plate carriers that we added on yesterday's restock order actually should have come in right now. Actually, they should be here. So we'll be taking a look at
it. I was looking at it.
Oh yeah,
they were very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I was impressed.
Good to know. Good to
Yeah.
know. I wanted to make sure that again they were good quality before, but again they just look really cool. They look really cool. All right, keep scrolling up. Make sure we're not missing any more. Oh, this one comes from Jaw. Is the Jagarm Scattergun TSS specific model Tokyo Marui compatible with shells and internals? Yes, shells are going to be using the same, and depends because I know they're usually for shotguns. There's either like one of two ways, right? Either it fills up through the actual like buffer tube itself, or it actually has to use a gas cartridge.
I mean, either way, it's still using Tokyo Marui design.
Yes,
So,
it's still a TM design.
Yeah. You can swap it out for any Tokyo Marui 870 style part.
No, 100%. All right, scroll down the most recent comments and questions. I know there's gonna be a few more. Okay, Lady Mother, do you guys still?
Hollows.
Oh, I think it's sale. Or replica hollows.
Replica hollows.
Or do you guys get the ones you have on your first?
Okay. Overseas. That's all I can say. Like officially, we can't endorse another retailers, unfortunately. But while we're on the clock, but all I can say is overseas. Do we still sell hollows? No. Airsoft GI has been a very long-standing company. We've been around for a very long time. We've been hit with many threats of lawsuits. So unfortunately, we do not sell those replicas anymore.
I don't want to get hit with the band hammer.
Yeah.
Fish Stickum recommended cylinder type for 603 inner barrels utilizing .30.
Oh, that's a very specific
That's
tech
a very
question.
specific-
We're not equipped to handle
I'm not equipped to
right
handle.
now.
When Brendan comes back, I will ask him for you, Fish Stickum.
Go ahead and send us a Discord message.
Or better yet, send us a message in the live chat.
Or in the live
Yeah.
chat service as well. That is also an option. That way it can. You can ask the entire network here of our team at GI, and then we can get a tech to come and help you with that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Newbie Bob Booby, what are your thoughts on Lancer AirTech? And do you happen to know when to begin? So again, we haven't received an exact ETA as of yet. Again, we are still waiting for those to arrive in. I think they are really cool. I think they are a purpose-built AEG. They're basically just Gen 3s. They're solid Gen 3s.
They're literally Gen 3s built for SpeedQB. So if you like the Gen 3 performance, hey, like you're gonna like the AirTech, especially for SpeedQB. I think they look great for SpeedQB.
I think so too, especially all the colors.
Yeah, with all the colorways and like how like sleek everything looks. I think they did a killer job. The guy who designed it, he's really big into SpeedQB. Yeah. So you have him to thank for the design. But I might be wrong. Do not quote me on this. This is not official. Just the rumor has it it's probably going to be somewhere in the summer and fall. But again, I might be wrong. Because there is no official ETA, but that's just a word on the street.
Prime to Customs, will there be a challenge kit for the MGC4 Mark III?
Maybe.
Maybe. If you guys really wanted one, if you guys put enough requests and you guys demand it on our Discord server, DM us with it or message us on the live chat, saying, hey, I want a challenge kit for it. We get enough of those, we could probably do it.
Yeah.
Epic Fail, what would you choose? What would you choose? Vorse VMP1X or the Archwick BTO APC9? I think the Vorsk VMP1 would probably be the more affordable option for sure.
Yes.
And it is cool that it is a pre-established platform. It is using the KMP9 system.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the more convenient option. I would still pick the APC9 just because it looks cool.
Oh yeah, APC9 is sick.
APC9 is sick.
Yeah, sick. And then Chef says, okay, so I think he's talking about hydration, but make sure you guys, if you guys are gonna be gearing up to play Airsoft and if you don't exercise regularly, make sure to hydrate the day before you play. Not the day of, before you play.
Ghost Tactical Joe, what's the cheapest NVG you can get in the works? Well, for Airsoft, because I don't have 40,000, unlike my friend who has a 40 grand pair of NVG.
Okay, all right. If you pay 40 grand for just a pair of NVGs, he kind of got ripped off. If he has the quad tubes, then I would understand. The nods don't all cost $40,000. You can buy a set for, I believe right now they have the Chinese ones, the Infinarray Jerry 31s. You can get it for under $4,000. In some places you get Gen 2 white phosphorus tubes. But you can, if you want a PVS 14 night vision goggle, usually you have to spend anywhere between $2,500 to $3,500 depending on the quality of the tube. Night vision's a whole rabbit hole, and I went like super autistic into it, and for me, like I've had my night vision goggles built for around like the $4,000 price point.
It's about average price.
Which yeah, like I spent a lot of time just saving up money, accumulating a part, buying a part, saving up money, buying a part, and then once I had all the parts, I contacted a night vision specialist, that like assembles and builds night vision, and say, hey, like, can I pay you to assemble this? And then he did that for me. So it's just being patient, putting away money, just like Airsoft, right? Like it's good just to stash away money to save up to get something that you really want.
Michael Lloyd, Boaz, this is for you. What battery do you run on the Stoner 96? I remember you had one and wanted to ask you, sir.
Okay, so
Tri-panel, right?
right now my Stoner's in limbo. But I will say, when my Stoner was functioning, I actually just ran 1,000 milliamp like stick lipo battery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it fits perfectly in the handguard tri-panel as well. I have so the stick lipos work, the tri-panel works in the handguard. It was just annoying because every time I had to change a battery, I'd have to like undo the barrel and like kind of like finger my way in and finger my way out. But now that it's in limbo and it needs to get fixed, I think after it comes back to life, I might look into buying one of those like PEC box battery boxes that we have at GI and fitting in just like a brick lipo in there. So it's just easier just to like wire in and out. Or I don't know, maybe I can convince someone to rear wire the Stoner for me.
There you go. Rewiring would be a lot easier. Don't forget that going for a day of play also includes having refreshments and whatever else you will need to be comfortable both on and off the field.
That's right. Yeah, PB&Js, and lots of water.
I think that's $50 for Trinidad to get out our first outfits. Oh yeah, if you're just looking for like cheap clothes, you can definitely do it that way as well. Remember, and in terms of clothing, you don't really need much in order to actually go out and play. Just something that you're comfortable wearing in either multiple like weather climates or comfortable shoes. That's another thing I think we also seem to forget a lot.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. And then Lady Boner, any updates on a tier 80 in-depth review? Oh, I am so sorry, Lady Boner. Like, and for everyone waiting on these reviews. Yeah, unfortunately, it's a video that me and Cisco have been wanting to do together, so we can both have our opinions on it and like break it down in a more in-depth level. We've been wanting to. We were gonna resume filming this week, but unfortunately, Cisco got injured at work. So he's been kind of like out of the game a little bit. So just waiting on him to recover, and wish him well, guys. And then Zibinos, any update on the MGCP 90? What is that? MGCP 90. What is that?
Where is this question?
Zubino.
Any update on the MGCP?
What is that?
JK, or am I?
What is it?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I have no idea. You got me for a loop, man.
Then Alex Wise says, can the Baba Yaga take HPA? I believe on the Green Gas Mag you can.
You can. The CO2 magazine, there really is. Again, if you're running a regular Green Gas Mag, yes, you can tap it if you wanted to. For me, honestly, though, the Baba Yaga was never intended to be HPA tapped. I would honestly just, again, solely run it with CO2 magazines during the colder weather.
Yeah. But hey, if you're lazy and you don't want to change out CO2 cartridges or whatever, or fill with the green gas, so you can HPA tap your magazine, but specifically the green gas magazine only, not the CO2.
RPD a beast, best FAL for a Rhodesian bushwhack kit. Ooh, okay.
Your specialty.
All right, cool.
Does this happen to rhyme with Vlasic Barmy?
Vlasic Barmy, right now that would probably be your best option, because the original one that I wanted to give out was the L1A1 from Ares. Now, I'll be honest. It's not the best gun in the world. It's not. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow, it's sold out. People bought them.
People, they did indeed buy this one.
That's crazy, bro.
So I own this one from Ares.
Crazy.
Yeah, I own this one. I bought hella mags for it. Semi no longer works. It only works in full auto.
That's hilarious.
But you know what? This would be the best option because, believe it or not, the L1A1, which is the British version of the FAL, was the one that their reserve troops and their rear echelon soldiers actually had.
So it's clone correct.
Yeah, so it would be clone correct.
Very nice.
The only difference with the L1A1 and the original, if I'm not mistaken, the charging handle, theirs had this weird kind of pop-up lever, and the OG one actually just had like a circle. You just pull back, because the ones that they use in most service was actually they were South African made clones.
But hear me out.
Classic Army one would be hot. If you want to be, again, we'll go in like tiers. The next best option would be the SA50.
Because if we ask if you recommend an RPDA Beast, the Ares one and his full auto broke, he'd be pretty upset with us.
Yes. So, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to go for like just the look, right?
Yeah.
This one would probably be your best bet. The Classic Army ones are completely version 3.
Oh man, this one has a Picatinny rail on the top. That's
the only
too
downside.
modern.
That's the only downside. What you could do, what I've seen a lot of guys do, is they will literally just Dremel this shit off.
Yeah.
Right. Which is, again, it's gonna be annoying.
Do we still have the JG FALs as well?
No, those sold out.
Oh,
Those unfortunately sold out.
no.
But again, even if you had the Picatinny, honestly, just the fact that you're doing a roadie like loadout, honestly, is like, one, I think it's pretty cool, right? Because again, not too many people do that. It's pretty unique and it looks pretty hot. You could also honestly do a modern interpretation on it as well, and just say, yeah, it's just the modern version of it, right? Running the classic camos,
Yeah,
but with like a plate
kinda what I
carrier.
wanna do.
That's what Boaz wants to
Yeah.
do. I would say at that point, if that was your goal, I would say go for this one. Go for the shorty version.
Oh, the
Go f-
OSW.
the OSW.
The apple of my eye.
And if you can, again, these are very hard to source. See if you can try to find the handguard for this. The Picatinny, the quad rail for it, that would also be a big vibe as
Yep,
well.
absolute vibe. All right, we're getting buried here in the comments. Okay. Let's see.
I think Jaws was next.
Yeah, Jaws. Okay. I know this is a bit of a dumb question. Probably not, but because I've been playing for over a year. But what should I use to clean my inner barrel with silicone oil or rubbing alcohol? People say to use one of these. Personally, I don't use anything. I just take a cloth, like a bit of a napkin or paper towel, and I just run it through. Because most factory outer barrels don't really have any coatings on them. So you can use whatever you want. You can use any kind of solvent. I don't recommend silicone oil. I just wouldn't recommend that at all for any inner barrel. But precision inner barrels like the Unicorn inner barrels, Arcturus, what else, like Prometheus, like all these other major brands, they do put a chemical coating inside the inner barrels. So best not to mess with that at all with any solvents. I would just run it dry.
Gnarls and I are of the same opinion. You can
Yeah.
use it like in like a little small little alcohol prep pad, cut it up, right? Throw that in there. If you have like caked in dirt, because let's be real, if you play outside, you're gonna get dirt in your barrel. Doesn't matter what. But just don't get it on the bucking. Just do like an actual.
Yeah, I don't use any of that at all. So yeah. Let's see. Michael Lloyd, thanks for answering my questions. I love watching you guys on YouTube.
Oh, thank you, man.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
Yeah. Let's see. Zubino also confirming yes.
Oh, I like this
yeah,
question.
Thank you guys for advice, helping each other out in the comments.
Napalm, do you guys recommend scrotum protection? Is it come to get
It's
hit
common, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I used to wear protection for paintball.
Paintball, I can understand.
Yes.
Yeah. Have I been shot in the nether regions before? Yes. Is it painful? Yes. Do I get shot there often enough to get like a cup or something? No. Yeah.
No,
So,
I think you can do it if you want to, but honestly, I think it might be just a little excessive, to be honest.
Yeah.
Do you have an ETA on when the MGC4 Mark II in bronze will be back in stock? The day I was about to come and get it, it went out of stock. Lamau. Oh, that sucks, man. For the MGC4s, I'm not 100% certain exact ETAs on those. Usually, restocks typically take about 4 to 6 weeks in order for them to be resupplied. But again, that's a very, very loose estimated time of arrival. Again, nothing is guaranteed. As soon as it does come back, though, we'll be able to go ahead and post it all around.
And also check our website regularly, because we actually do, whenever we restock the MGC4s, we always put them in the new products category on the front page of our website. So that way, people like yourself who have been like maybe saving up money or just waiting to get it, we'll put it right there on the front page.
Actually, Newbie Booby, we do have a bronze Mark II that we used for. I mean, we just used it for videos, just to like show off and like pictures and stuff. We could sell you that one. If you come in store, we might be able to go ahead and hook you up with that one. Maybe actually.
Yeah, RPDAB says I'm an archaeologist, so it's gotta be accurate as possible. Okay,
Of course.
Well, I guess you gotta wait for the Ares one.
Dude, RPD a beast. Are you the guy that goes up to people like when you see something and just goes, "It belongs in a museum"?
Oh god, my museum. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. So Prime Tech. Yeah. Okay. So all right. So it looks like there's two camps here. People that like to use alcohol. Some people who don't. Personally, for me, I just don't use anything. Yeah. I just raw dog it. Honestly, at the end of the day, like I'm too scared to like eat away at any chemical coating, and I don't know. I just never thought.
At least you are
it,
like aware. Then you know that like, hey, like the rum and alcohol will freaking eat away at your bucking.
It's not that it'll eat away. It'll just slowly like erode and like dissolve some stuff.
It's hungry.
Yeah, I mean, alcohol shouldn't do that with rubber. Rubber and alcohol shouldn't affect each other. Actually, it's more like acetone. If you use acetone, then it will.
Who uses acetone in inner barrels?
I don't know.
Well, then again, there are some people that we've
Yeah.
seen in videos who
Yeah.
have brought guns in.
Primetech uses acetone, so yeah.
No.
he's-
Some people come in and would bring like, oh yeah, can I use mayonnaise as like a lubricant for their airsoft guns? Like in their gears, they use dead ass use like mayonnaise.
Dude, that.
That cannot smell good.
Okay.
Ooh, what's this one?
let's
What's that
see.
308? What's the 308 that brings all the boys to the yard? Ooh.
SR25.
I was gonna say FAL, but
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, I mean, we all have our
Yeah,
opinions.
yeah.
Just the fact that it's a 308 in general is gonna bring me out there.
Yeah. I don't know what the MGCP. Oh, MGCP90. Okay. P90 is not Mayo, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
P90
Nah.
is like one of the furthest things from Mayo as you can get.
you're right. You're
And
right.
Whenever I see someone run a P90 on the airsoft field, I'm like, dude, I respect that. Like, I will go out of my way, even if they're on the enemy team. I'll stop them like, yo, you have a sick P90. I respect you for running that.
Nothing wrong with just using a pad. I'm just thorough. He says, lol.
Yeah.
Hardest part was putting the pins back in resistance. Make sure to say. Tried to take out my inner barrel for over an hour. Finally did it and put the bucking on backwards. Hey, you know what, John? I'll be the first to admit it. The first time I ever did it, I insisted that my gun was broken and was no longer feed. I just had everything upside down.
Whoops.
Whoopsie daisy.
Oops. Yeah. And then Fish Stickum says, grab some of those new Ace Tech grenades, loader and launcher, just for the ships and giggles.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey. Let us know how you like him. I think we've been meaning to try to test them ourselves. We
Oh,
just
yeah.
haven't had the time to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Want to give one last shout out to Nicholas. Got himself 15
Damn.
chances of winning tomorrow's shopping
Dude, he
spree.
really
Giveaway for
wants-
$1,000.
He wants a $1,000 shopping spree, bro. He wants that.
Absolutely. All right, this will be the last question we answer. HK51 or SR25. I'm going to say, oh, fuck. That one's actually kind of hard now that I think about it.
Ooh.
I'm going to say, oh, fuck. Damn it. I'll say SR25, but like by a hair. HK51 is really cool, though. It is
Your
really
controversial opinion. I don't really like HE guns.
You know what? I'm not that surprised though. They are like, I think they are. They do get a lot of like overhype. I will say that. I am in agreement with you on that. But why is it that you don't like them specifically?
I just don't think. I mean, I appreciate like the older ones, like the older guns, like the
G3?
G3.
Hell yeah.
The MP5, the 5.56 version of the G3. I don't remember what that one was. And then what else? I think that's about it. Yeah. So it's those older guns I can appreciate, but everything else, like I don't know. I just never liked them.
No, I mean I get it. I do understand. Again, I like a lot of the older stuff too. But I get what you're saying. I do like the 416 enough that I do own one, but it's definitely not my favorite of the 5.56 family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be about it. Is there any last question?
Later bonus says, you guys don't like the MTW?
Wait, I do. Who said I didn't like the MTW? I do like the MTW.
I mean, we don't have MTWs. Like we don't own them.
But I
Yeah.
respect it a
Yeah,
lot
yeah,
as a.
yeah. I mean, it's a good platform. Like especially if you want like an all-in-one. A lot of times, like with Polar Stars and other HPA setups, like it's a pain because they're custom built, so you have to build them yourself. But Wolverine, like they kind of made the solutions like, hey, like instead of just giving you a kit where you can like build an existing airsoft gun, here's an existing airsoft gun. You can hook it up to a regulator and a tank right away, and you can
You're
go
good to
play.
go.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, I respect that.
100%. All right, guys, that's going to be the end of this live stream. Guys, big shout out to everyone that placed their orders during this live stream. You will be getting your extra entries into tomorrow's $1,000 shopping spree giveaway. And again, it's still on the line. You guys can still get your entries in. Any $20 greater order will automatically get you an entry, so don't miss out. We have literally, at this point, I want to say thousands of new products added to the site, and still more coming soon.
Oh yeah, I made sure there are more coming. There's a lot of stuff coming. Yeah.
He's making a lot of people coming. Anyway.
Oh. Oh yikes.
Anyway, there's a lot of new products that are going to be added to the site soon, and make sure that you guys stay tuned for tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway live stream. You have until 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. Yeah, MGC4s are discounted. Yeah, they're discounted right now for less than $300. Guys, it has been absolutely real. Again, appreciate everyone that took the time out of your days to hang out with me and the rest of the Mayo Gang. My name is